Hello and welcome to this training. I am very excited that you're here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Vanessa. I'm the CEO of Prospera Mama, and I teach women, coaches, and healers how to create a coaching framework that works, their own signature framework, and how to incorporate neuroscience into their holistic work so that it brings true transformation into their clients. And I want to share with you this training because I think this is going to save you headaches and time, and it's really going to give you clarity. This training actually influences your marketing, the programs that you sell, and everything else. So, the first thing that I want you to know is that as a coach and as a healer, in order for us to go from having almost like a side business or a hustle business, we need to be able to articulate what we do, how we help someone, and that is called a transformation. Staying in the one off sessions of chakra clearing or hypnotherapy or Reiki or anything like that will actually leave you depleted of energy. It's not a scalable business model. And people see that as leisure, the same thing as getting a massage or getting their hair done. It's not something that they see as a priority because they don't understand how that could solve their most pressing problems. And in reality, what we pay for are things that we have issues solving and that affect or influence our life on a daily basis. So, the first thing that I want you to know is my promise is I'm going to give you one ChatGPT prompt that is going to help you create a coaching framework, which means a transformation. That is where you gain your time back. That's when you're able to scale. And that's really where you're able to impact other people. It's also going to increase your confidence because you're going to be able to see their transformation, which I believe as a coach and as a healer, that is the desire. That's what we're driven by. Something before we get there, the prompt is actually, can you please help me outline my 12-week coaching framework? If I was just to give you that and you were to put it in ChatGPT, honestly, you wouldn't get something that is specific to your clients based on your strength. So it would be almost at not of value because you can't really sell something that you don't totally believe in, right? So before we get into that prompt, I wanted to make this training as effective as possible. I am a huge advocate for artificial intelligence. I think that we should all be on that train because it speeds up our process. For me, I went to school in Colombia, so my thinking is like in Spanish, and it has helped me get my point across in a way that people understand. The problem here is I recently heard someone commented on a post that I did, and they said, please don't use ChatGPT. This is just misinformation. The first thing that we want to do is we want to really teach ChatGPT or whichever AI tool you're using on who you are, your voice, your values, and then it will sound exactly like you. The first thing that we need to do with regards to this is we want to, before we can get to our coaching outline, we want to really be very focused on our niche, who we help, their pain points. So I'm going to give you the questions that we're going to start a chat GPT with, and I'm going to show you exactly what they are. And it's very easy. All you need to do is open a Google Drive and copy these questions. What is your background, education, experience, personal journey? What challenges or obstacles have you faced in your life? So you just open a new Google Docs, and all you have to do, share this tab. All you have to do in the Google Docs is, hello, my name is Vanessa. I am 39 years old, a mom of three girls, and you want to share your backstory right here as much as you can. So I'm not going to do this repetitive, but because ChatGPT already knows, but for you, answering those questions to the best of your ability is going to give you an outline. Some of the things that I put was where I graduated, and major obstacles in my life was I started out by growing a construction business. I have always had that entrepreneur vein or personality, I guess, because I would sell things in high school. Then when I went to college, then I owned a mobile spa. Then I grew a construction business, which led to government contracts. And then I went bankrupt with that business, not with my construction business, with a business venture that I started. And that led me to my healing journey. And the purpose of this is because ChatGPT is going to help you extract and get really clear on your strengths. And you don't have to have this incredible life story. Please don't allow that to stop you. This is really about building the foundations in your business so that you gain the experience, the confidence, you really help others. And that is really what you need in order to grow your coaching business. So I would just answer those questions, and then I would get the answers that I got, the brain dump, and I would paste it into ChatGPT. And here, let me share my tab. In ChatGPT, all I would say is based, let me move this a little bit up so you guys can see a little bit better. So here, based on my, hold on. What type of buyer persona um, do you think will benefit from my coaching? Or what type of buyer persona do you think I can help with this? I'm looking down because I have my prompts written down. So after you have answered those questions, then you go into ChatGPT. If you do not have ChatGPT, the version that you pay for, I'm going to show you right here, then you can do this on a free version. But I really suggest, I'm not affiliated with it or anything, but I do suggest that you invest the $20, the best $20 of your life. So what type of buyer persona do you think, oh my goodness, I can help with this? So the first thing is that we're going to get a buyer persona. Why? Because for our marketing to not be something that we throw on the wall and we post and pray, we really need to go deep into understanding our buyer persona. And the reason why is because they should be reading our marketing, our newsletter, our website, whatever it is, and say, that is for me. She understands me. She's been through this. She can help me. So this is what they gave me, the aspiring holistic coach. Remember that ChatGPT is going to give you something different based on your background, right? So it has psychographics, demographics, pain points, goals, how you help. Again, if you have never used ChatGPT before, they probably will give you something a little bit different, but I will teach you how to get to your coaching framework. The overwhelmed high achiever, the stuck spiritual entrepreneur, the self-doubting coach, the spiritually curious high performer. So it's going to give me a few of people that will benefit or that can benefit from my program or from my expertise or from my strengths. But that's not where we're going to end because that's very superficial. Here, I highly suggest that you copy into your Google Docs the ones that resonate with you the most. It's not, this is where you have to be really honest with yourself, and it's not based on this huge idea and vision of who you will be coaching in 1 year from now, 2 years from now. If you really want to be able to help someone and sell with ease, use your intuition, be honest with yourself, and choose from what the options that ChatGPT gives you. Choose the one that you think you can really help, right? So, the aspiring holistic coach, women age 30, transitioning from career into coaching. The goal is to gain confidence, create a coaching framework, and build a successful business that combines spirituality and practicality. I can do that, right? That's exactly what I do. The overwhelmed achievers, executives, entrepreneurs, or leaders seeking balance. Yeah, that's something that I can do as well. But I really, really enjoy working with women that are coaches or holistic workers. So I'm not going to absolutely, love that one. The stuck spiritual entrepreneur, they are creative, intuitive, deeply connected to their spiritual practices, but often struggle with the business side of things. Yes, I can actually help them with that. That's very good. So let's say that out of those two, I want to choose the stuck spiritual entrepreneur. And again, I'm just going to copy what they gave me up to now. And I'm going to go back to my ChatGPT, to my Google Docs, and I am going to paste it here. That's going to be one of them. And then I'm going to go back into the aspiring holistic coach. Okay. Something that I want you to know is in the Neuro Coach membership and the Align CEO, which are the two programs that I teach, there are steps before you even get into here in regards to really stepping into your identity as a CEO, which means that you get really clear on your non negotiables, on your boundaries, on your values, on your routine, so that you avoid burnout and you really lead with confidence. The reason why I'm sharing that is because here, when you see pain points and goals, maybe this is not going to show up for you exactly like mine's is, because I have been working with ChatGPT for over like a year and a half now. So it knows very well, right? It even gives like my clients, when they do it, the values that they share, which is a glue. Your values are glue for your community. So I just want you to know that, okay? It's not that it's doing anything wrong with you. It's just that mine has been programmed for that. Okay, after we have this, and you're like, okay, you know what? I like those two ideal buyer personas. I want to know what pain points they both have in common so that I can choose what I want to work with, okay? So can you please let me know what pain points they all have in common that I can help with? So remember, the pain points are the reasons why somebody is seeking help, something that they haven't been able to solve in the past. Okay, that's important to know. And I want to know from most painful to least painful with, please give me a detailed list from 1 to 10, most painful to least painful. Listen, this is so important. Even if you're going, this is going to go on your sales page, on your marketing. If you ever decide to run ads, if you ever do a webinar, like this is the foundation of everything. Something else that I want you to know here is I am going to choose, just for the purpose of this training, the aspiring coach and another one. You can choose as many as you want. This is going to continue to break it down. And the stuck spiritual entrepreneur. That's usually my audience. But between those two, I want to know what pain points they have in common. Because when somebody says niche down, it doesn't mean that you are limiting who you're working with. It actually means that you solving one problem for one person can actually, that one person represents a lot of people within that have those same problems. So let's see what ChatGPT is sharing, is going to say. So these are pain points that they have, right? These are things that they like internally feel. And as a coach, they're not going to come to you and tell you, I have self-doubt or imposter syndrome. But these are things that people that fall into those categories that you can help with your strengths are struggling with, right? So self-doubt and imposter syndrome, lack of structure and coaching offers, inconsistent income and financial stress, overwhelm from trying to market themselves, uncertainty about client transformations, difficulty translating spiritual gifts into a sustainable business. So, again, if you have a little bit of a different chat GPT response, it is okay. Eventually, ChatGPT is going to get to this point in your marketing. But here, what is important is that you understand where you can help. I'm going to give you an example. Fear of being too salesy. I love sales. I think it's a beautiful exchange of energy between two people that benefit. And if you are doing it from an ethical place, I think it's the most wonderful thing. So I feel confident I can teach that, right? If for me, selling was not something that I absolutely love, then first I would know, okay, I need to work around that. And second, it's not something absolutely I want to teach. I'm going to give you an example. If you are a Reiki healer, and that's what you're going to teach a Reiki master, you don't need to teach sales. So for you, choosing that pain point makes no sense because that's not something that you feel confident in teaching. Um, let's see what else. Feeling isolated in the journey. Those are also pain points. Okay, now we want to go a little bit deeper. And let's see. So again, I would copy these into my Google Doc. So I can help with self imposter, lack of structure in coaching offers. I absolutely love this. It's one of my favorite. Hold on. Inconsistent income and financial stress. Um, I basically feel that once you have a marketing and you have this with clarity with this, I wouldn't want to absolutely teach that, but I do teach money blocks. So it's the same thing, right? So overwhelmed from trying to market themselves. I think that again, when you have inside of the membership, I teach energetics and the actions that you need to take. So I think that that is something that I won't frame it like this, but it's already there. Uncertainty about clients' transformation. Yes. So you are going to choose the pain points that you feel comfortable with and you're going to copy them into um, into your Google Docs. So let's copy these. Let's say that uncertain about client transformations and then here, up to here. You don't have to choose all of them. It's just the ones that you feel the most aligned with. And you're going to just paste it here, right? Those are your pain points. Then you're going to go back into ChatGPT and you want to go one step deeper and you're going to say, okay, this is who I feel, or the pain points I feel comfortable with based on my strengths. And you're going to copy them here. What pain points do you, again, see in common here for my ideal buyer persona or ideal client? And what emotional hidden blocks from most painful to least painful? Sorry, it's only one L. So both of the, let's say, coaches that I chose or target audience or ideal buyer personas, again, they're going to have a deep seated self doubt and fear of not being enough. The hidden block is fear of inadequacy and constant comparison with others. That leads to imposter syndrome. They doubt their skills. The self doubt manifests as anxiety, fear of visibility, avoidance of opportunities. This, as a coach, also gives you like this really big understanding because when somebody is experiencing this hidden emotional pain block or emotional pain that they have, if you don't address it and you give them something really superficial, don't be surprised if they say, oh, I didn't do the workbook or I'm not moving forward. It's not on you. It's really that the person has this and we need to address it as coaches, right? So this is it, right? We're going to get it. And now here, I am going to, these are the 5 summary of emotional hidden blocks: fear of inadequacy, paralysis from overwhelm, financial anxiety, doubt in delivering results. Okay, if for any reason you would like to ask ChatGPT, um, what is a name of a coach that does this, you can, and it will give you a name. Let's try it out for now. So Based on the above, what type of coach would could I be? Please give me a list of 10 name ideas. You can go even deeper into splitting them up into categories: one, health; number two, wealth; and number three, relationships, because that's the only thing that people will buy for it, to improve one of those three areas. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. So let me lower this a little bit so that you can actually see this better. Empowerment coaches for healers, intuitive business coach, transformational confidence coach, soul aligned business coach, success mindset and structure coach, purpose driven coaching mentor, confidence and clarity coach. And right below it is almost what would be your unique value proposition. We're going to go deeper, but it's almost like a draft of how you can describe what you do, right? So in the next video, you choose the one that you want and you copy it again into your Google Docs. And now you have a more defined niche and more clarity around the pain points of the audience or the ideal buyer that you have decided. In the next video, we're going to go a little bit deeper and you're going to gain a little bit even more clarity. See you in the next one.